Testing isn't really my specialty. I'm the type of student who doesn't study and just wings it when it comes to it. I didn't take the AP test, but just taking all these STAR tests has been really nerve-wracking because you don't want to fail and have to do it next year. So it's best to be studying to be ready for these tests.
All right, go.
Taking this AP test was extra stressful to me because, for one, I waited to the last minute to study because of all the other STAR tests and other tests I had going on during that week.
Okay. Are we good? Okay. Well, sometimes I usually overthink when I take the test, so I'll get stuck on a question and like us overthinking it, I'm trying to understand a certain part that I really don't need to, like it's unnecessary, or like when I'm reading and I'm like, what does that mean? And I go back and like I don't really need to. So I just keep overthinking it and then I lose track of time and then I get stuck and I should move on and I forget that I should move on. So
How did the test being timed affect you? Because it was timed. You guys had 55 questions for an hour?
Well, I'm a slow reader compared to a lot of people. So reading slow for me, I've lost track of time. Like I'm trying to read it, reread it, trying to understand every single thing when I didn't need to.
Christopher, you're fine. Go ahead.
I go blank when I take tests. Everything I study for, all the strategies I do, all the things my teachers taught me just go out the window when I come test. I can't really seem to focus on one thing because I'll look at one question, then I'm gonna look at the other question, but like I need to look at the first question to go back, understand what I'm reading, and that is time too. It puts a lot of pressure on me because there's a lot of people that are fast readers and I'm kind of a slow reader, so it's a lot of pressure and nerve-wracking.
Hang on. Okay, go.
Okay, test anxiety happens to me a lot because I have really bad anxiety. First and foremost, test anxiety is not being able to completely focus on the test. You completely go blank, and then during the AP test, I spend a lot of time revising like all the material and then rereading when I shouldn't be reading it over again because I kind of knew what was going on. And since it was crunch time, I was focusing too much on time, and that's where I mostly messed up.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
The most stressful part of school would be testing. Testing brings anxiety and pressure, and sometimes it's too much for an individual. But my best advice is to get much sleep as possible. Me, I did not sleep during the AP exam, so that is one of my downfalls. Eat a good breakfast and slowly read and strategically think of every possible outcome for each answer. That is my best advice, and which I did not take.
Hang on. All right, go.
Before a test, you should definitely sleep a lot more because during the test you'll like want to fall asleep and it's just gonna hit you really bad. But if you're in a rush, I think you'll be fine. Use your time wisely. If you don't, you're not gonna finish because there's a lot of questions and your time is super limited. Okay.
All right, go.
before the AP tests or any test in general, your teachers usually give you something to study. And for example, like with this AP English test, we had a cram packet. Well, even with the cram packet, you shouldn't wait to the last minute to study that because there's so much for you to understand, and you don't have that much time. So you should just be studying throughout the time that you have. And when it comes to the stress and stuff, it's just you need to find something that helps you get over the stress, and you need to make sure you're prepared first, of course, and then find little methods to help you overcome it.
Yeah.